Hey guys, it's Jack, and today I'm going to be doing a DIY video, which a lot of you have been requesting because it's been a little bit since I've done a DIY, and a lot of my recent DIYs have not been amazing. So I'm going to do some really fun DIYs for you, and they all involve the Reputation newspaper. So if you've ordered anything off TaylorSwift.com recently, you get this thing as instead of their old brown packing paper, which you can see like in my Delic lithograph unboxing. They started sending out this new wrapping paper for like tour merch. Like ever since that came out, they started using this wrapping paper. So I'm going to show you different ways that you can use this because I, like most Swifties, keep this stuff. And I just have like a giant bag full of it from a couple orders. And they send you a lot of it in each package. So I'm going to show you cool ways that you can use this to like do some DIYs for school or your room or just life in general. So give this video a like if you like DIY videos so I know to make more of them. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and click the notification bell to be notified when my new videos go live every Friday at 10 p.m. Central. And make sure to follow me on all my social medias because I'm really active on there, and I like to talk to you guys, so DM me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on the Swift Life, I'm always on there, and just like keep up with me. So yes, without further ado, let's get on to this DIY video. The supplies that you will need for this DIY are a notebook, scissors, a Sharpie, some of the Reputation packing paper, and some clear packing tape. So the first step of making the DIY notebook is to get your Reputation packing paper and lay it on top of the notebook. Then, using the Sharpie, outline the notebook. So now that you made the outline of the notebook, cut it out. This does not have to be perfect because you want there to be some extra room to fold over into the notebook. Once your paper is approximately the size of the notebook, put it on top of the notebook and turn the first page. Then using your clear packing tape, tape the sides over the notebook. Once I was done taping the paper to the notebook, I realized that there was a little bit of extra blue showing, so I took another smaller piece of the Reputation packing paper and I just laid that over the top and folded it over the sides and taped it down just like we did before. Once completed, the notebook should look like this. The supplies that you will need for the DIY binder cover are just a plain binder, some scissors, some more Reputation packing paper, and some labels, which are optional. This process is very similar to the one that we just did with the notebook. You just have to take your Reputation packing paper, place it over the binder, and trace the outline with a Sharpie. Then, just like we did with the notebook, cut out the outline. Remember, this does not need to be perfect because it will be trimmed down anyways to fit into the binder. Getting it successfully into the binder took me a lot of different tries and I had to keep cutting off the edge, so just keep doing that until it perfectly fits into your binder. Now for the last step, which is completely optional, is to take your label and write the name of the class that you are planning on using the binder for on the front of it and stick it to the piece of paper inside. Now for this DIY, I stuck it to the binder because I was planning on using this for an actual binder cover for school this year, but normally you should stick the label onto the actual paper itself. This is what my finished binder looked like. The third DIY is a Taylor Swift related jewelry holder, and I use it for my Taylor Swift rubber bracelets. The supplies you will need are an empty tissue box, some scissors, the Reputation packing paper, and of course some clear tape. The first step is to remove the top part of the tissue box, so I'm making some small indentations on both sides of the box, and then I'm using that to cut around the entire perimeter of the top of the box so that there is no lid. Once the lid of the box was gone, I took the packing paper and I kind of just fit it around the edges. Then I laid the box and the paper on its side, and I just kind of cut off a lot of the excess, not all of it because I'm still going to need to size it correctly, but this was just to get most of the things that I didn't need off of the paper. Now I am going to lay the tissue box on top of the packing paper and mark where the top of it is so that I can cut it down to the size that I need it to be. Now I'm going to wrap the box in the paper, and this took a couple tries, and I kind of had to keep making sure that it was tight, and then once it was done, I just kind of taped the excess over the sides. I also used the scissors to cut off a lot of the excess that was around the top, but most of it I just kind of folded in and I taped it. Then, I just filled the box with my Taylor Swift rubber bracelets. This is what the finished Reputation jewelry box looked like. For this DIY, I used a pencil, some scissors, of course some more Reputation packing paper, and some clear tape. Now this DIY was more for fun than actually being able to use it, but to make it, I took the cap off of the mechanical pencil at the top, and I laid it down and positioned it on the Reputation packing paper, leaving the tip so that it's not covered by the paper, so I could still write with it, and I marked with a Sharpie the top of the pencil. Then, using that little mark that I made as a guide, I just kind of cut out the paper to a size that I think would wrap around the pencil. Then, all I had to do was wrap the pencil in the Reputation packing paper, and this took a few tries, and it wasn't exactly perfect, but I'm pretty sure if you took a little bit more time than me, then you could get this to look really, really good. Then, I used the clear tape to finish off the pencil and make sure that it was stuck together. Now this is what my finished Reputation pencil looked like. Another good use for this Reputation packing paper is to make a phone case out of it, which I did in one of my previous videos using the Reputation magazines, so make sure to go watch that if you want to figure out how to make a Reputation themed phone case with this packing paper. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun making it. Let me know down below if you're going to try any of these DIYs, and if you did, how they turned out. I'd love to see pictures of them, so send them to me on my social medias. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and click the notification bell to be notified when my new videos go live every Friday at 10 p.m. Central. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!